Do you know what that is? That's a bit of my wig hair caught in the sequins. I'm not joking. So I was at the footy not long ago, and this guy goes, "You're sick. You eat cat food. You're sick." And I thought, how does he know I eat cat food? I thought, oh, Instagram. Yeah, well, I actually didn't set out to be the most well-known fan in the AFL. I grew up in Geelong for 30 years, and that's where my passion came from.
I first came across K-pop back in, I think it must have been 2015, when I discovered a group called AOA's music video on YouTube. And ever since, it's kind of, you could say, fallen downhill, gone uphill. It really just depends on how you see it. But yeah, like, I'd prefer this over gambling any kind of day, so.
The first time I saw her, I was literally just like in awe. Like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Like, seeing her on stage for the first time was like life-changing. Like, at the point, going to the Happier Than Ever concert was like where I changed from like a casual fan to like I could dedicate my entire life to Billie Eilish and everything would be fine.
It was a really tough time for us here in Australia, both lockdown, and it just gave me a sense of calmness, bit of peace, and something I could join and do from home during COVID.
Like, it meant everything to me at the time, especially being there alone. I was like, oh, everyone else is here with their friends. Like, for me, it's just like, it's me and Billie. Like, that's what it is. It's just like, she's there in front of me.
I think I cried a lot. It was big, it was loud, there was fireworks, there was people, it was, yeah, everything.
My life has been dedicated to Geelong for many, many decades. I go to bed thinking about what I'm going to make, how I'm going to design my room, what I'm going to add to it. I'm sewing things, making things, constantly making flags, big huge flags for the cheer squad. They had a patch on a blazer, and it was I unpicked it off Dad's blazer. He wasn't too happy. And I put it onto a denim jacket, and it just grew from that. That's how it grew. So I made that jacket, and then it got to contact lenses and fangs, and then finished, and I can't go any further. I'm fully dressed up.
This tour, I did 175 hours of camping in total, 50 hours in Sydney and 125 in Melbourne. Literally, I saw the photo of people camping there already, and I called my friend Chloe and I was like, you need to drive me to the arena right now. Like, I need to get down there. And I just threw everything in a suitcase and she drove me down. Having to explain to people that like I slept on the concrete for like 5 nights in Melbourne for one show is a bit like, they're like, why would you do that? Like, what are you doing?
I feel that BTS for me has been kind of like, not necessarily, maybe a bit of like counselling of just, I tend to cook with BTS playing in the background. There's heaps on YouTube, and just let it play, and I feel I can get into the zone and get stuff done. I do lead a very busy life, and I find that it just calms me down sometimes. My husband's a mad Richmond supporter. He likes to go every week and watch Richmond. I think the difference is sometimes he can come home very sad because they don't win. Where if I go to a concert or listen to BTS online or watch them on YouTube, I don't often end up sad. I kind of end up more happy and contented that I can take on challenges. Where I think if it was football or some other sport that I followed, I think you'd go through a bit of an up and down phase of being sad and happy when things go right and things go wrong. So,
unfortunately, I don't know what it is. We take our insults towards our club like it's insulting our mum, our family, and it's stupid. It's just the team when you think about it. But we are so rabid with defending ourselves, and we're actually often quite horrible to each other, to be honest. We're not one big happy AFL family, I can tell you now. It's the opposite. It's just we all have different opinions, we're all going for the same thing. It's like religion, I guess, isn't it? Like there's so many different religions, but all going for the same God, but all fighting along the way.
Big groups of girls can be really like intimidating. I've been called unemployed, unhygienic. I've been told that it's mummy and daddy's money. That in Sydney I got told I had no life, like straight to my face. A girl got there at 3 a.m. and she found out that I was like 100 numbers in front of her. She goes, when did you get here? And I was like, oh, about 24 hours ago. And she was like, oh, so you have no life. I was like, oh, no, like I have 3 jobs. The show's on my 19th birthday. I flew up just for this show. And she goes, oh, you have 3 jobs, so you really have no life. Like, we're all here in the middle of the night for the same reason, but okay. But yeah, she was... I'm always hesitant to tell people.
I had to have a break from footy because I'm being targeted by certain individuals and people. But I keep saying, when I want to stop this is when I want to stop it, not when anyone else makes me. And it's caused angst in the family because my family wanted me to walk away for a while back there when it got very heated, and especially when I'm sitting at my mum's and, you know, someone's calling my phone threatening me or messaging me. So, yeah, it's can get hairy and pretty bad, especially when and I don't sort of take it in, it's just my antics and my behaviour. They just don't like the way I'm quite mouthy towards opposition teams when we beat them, you know, like I carry on a bit, so...
Sport is obviously like really like male dominated, whereas concerts are sort of like, they can be mixed because different artists cater to different like groups of people. But I think the really intense fangirling and the really intense like fan stuff around football, like especially AFL, is sort of different because like people will obsess over a player and people will be like, oh yeah, that's just that. But then like if someone like me, like a teenage girl, is obsessed with like Billie Eilish, like you'll get teenage boys with heaps of posters in their room for their team and everyone's like, oh, that's just him. But then like you'll walk into my room and people are like, oh, she's like obsessed, like she's crazy. And it's like, I promise I'm not crazy. Like, I'm just passionate.
Really, I mean, it's like the classic One Direction scenario, like crazed female fans, they get that bad rep, but then K-pop is kind of the exact same, sports is the exact same, Pokemon is the exact same, like, it's just, I guess, fangirls. There are some days where I just don't want to be involved with it because I've made it so much part of my life, but in the end, it's my favorite music taste in general, and I will never really, I don't think I'll go back on it.
Probably in the 80s and 70s, if I dressed like this, I probably wouldn't have survived a game going to Victoria Park against Collingwood because it was just feral there. So, because I wear makeup as well, so I've got a man in makeup, a cat man, I'm a gay man, and I'm an adult. There's lots, and famous, so it taps into their insecurities and their deficiencies. So imagine if you're sitting at a football match and you're just a nothing nobody sitting there, you would love to be somebody. And down prances Catman, shining, glittering, sparkling, everyone's running towards you in photos. It would highlight your inadequacies and your deficiencies and what you'd want to be. I'm not saying you want to be dressed like me, but you'd want that attention. So of course you're going to hate me. And I get it. Do I agree with it? No. But when you call someone something they accept about themselves, it doesn't have any effect. You could have called me something that I don't like being. It's probably more sensible to do that. But they don't get it. They never will get it.
I have been to South Korea for a BTS concert. My family were horrified that I was leaving them for a week, but it was something I needed to do. And I told my children it was just part of me being me. I was their mum. That didn't change, but this is what I had to do and go and see them.
People used to feel alone when they said they liked K-pop and they would get those derogatory remarks. I feel like nowadays there is this sense of mob mentality when you find people who have similar interests to you and similar tastes in artists and music genres, and you feel a sense of comfort and you have a sense of belonging as well. My
saying is the more they hate, the more I shine. So, yeah. What do I say to people that call me crazy and obsessive? I actually agree with them because you've got to have a certain amount of craziness to do this. It's crazy, it's got negative connotations, but I think I'm crazy and obsessive. As long as I'm crazy and obsessive over wearing makeup and not doing the wrong thing in society, that doesn't matter, does it? That's all good.
It was 100% worth it. I would do it again 1,000,000 times over.
Well, I'm an army, so, and that's okay. It's kind of a bit of belonging, I think, to the group without actually them knowing who you are.
I feel like we're all the same, to be honest. There's really not that much difference. We all obsess over this one person. We all want to see this one person. We all want to meet that one person or several people in K-pop's case. It's all the same kind of fandom qualities. It's just about being obsessive. It's
quite funny. You sort of become like everyone else. Like I was watching the other night the news, and there's this new toy called Labubu, and it was just this stupid pink toy and all coloured toys, and they were lining up for days outside this store like a concert of Taylor Swift. I'm thinking, what morons do this? And I think, hang on, Troy, you did it for the football finals back in the days when we had to line up for tickets for 2-3 days, getting a ticket, sitting there camping out. So it's funny when it's not your passion. You think they're mad and crazy, and what are they doing it for a stupid toy? But that's their love. And same with people that line up for like I hate car racing. I don't understand like shoo shoo shoo, like that's not a spectacle sport to me. But people are obsessed by it, and I actually love the obsession in a good way of a fandom of everything, because it's passion. It's good. It's something colourful in the world. It's not hate and war and fighting and violence. It's love. So how can you hate it?